I welcome you back to the Actelon gaming channel. My name is Actelon and we are back to the hero from zero to hero challenge. And right now we can't go down that way. That's a dungeon gateway, as I apparently found out. So we will be leaving this place and I will be leveling up to 34 here, and then we will meet at Dust Wallow Marsh in hope for finding more material than here. So let's get this thing going. It shouldn't take too long, we are almost there anyway. We're running away again. Yeah, and I forgot the trees. I forgot the trees. That's not cool. Oh, come on, he spawns more? No, 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 no. No healing spells here. Healing is cheating. You should know it by now, you stupid tree. Huh. I would believe we are just a couple more enemies from leveling up. But I suppose I should continue with the style we had last episode, where I let kind of loose on hero and let him explain what's going on. How about that, huh? I met against the wooden walls after seeing them attack the village that I was on a visit, the village Mukate. I decided I would give them a payback for what they done to that village. I must avenge those who have fallen and show those wooden paws that they don't mess with my friends, my allies. That is something I cannot tolerate. I was looking for their leader, but they had none. They were a tribe that was led by chaos. I saw a golden vein nearby. I knew I had to get that. It was crucial. In sort of. It wasn't completely that necessary, but I still believed that it might produce some gold for me on the auction house. I made sure that other wood paws didn't escape. I was about to level up. I was about to see a whole new level of skill. And so I did. Get to 34. Now I will have to travel for my own. I will meet you in a place that I have never been before. Wait for me, my friends. My awesome friends. Like, share, comment down below and subscribe if you enjoy the contest. And hit the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video with me is released. See you later, man. Alright, me be back, man. I found this undead fighting a couple of murlocs. I helped him out, then ran away. I had nothing to deal with those murlocs. But then, one of them attacked me. I didn't want to fight him, but he was destined to die this day. So I sent him to Bonswandi. But he didn't. What the hell? Okay, I'm leaving this place. I'm leaving here alone. I'll send him to Bonswandi someday later. But not today. He didn't die. So I had to let my rage out on a turtle. Bonswandi likes turtle meat. That's why there is no Loa of the turtle. I found a camp. I was certain there are some enemies. So I swam across. I made sure those enemies are dead. I charged one and slaughtered him like the pig he was. I made sure there are not many enemies after I am being left after leaving them dead. I made sure that none of them survived. Some of them were mages that tried to fight me in a fist fight. I saw this as the perfect opportunity for me to slaughter them. Someone who is foolish enough to challenge a warrior to a fist fight will have to pay his ignorance. Yeah, man. They started throwing stuff at me. I did not enjoy that. But I must admit they were courageous. Even though they had little chance against me, a brave hero of the Horde. I slaughtered them one by one, leaving none behind. I made sure they are friends, and then we'll meet Ponsandi sooner or later. They thought they could spit fireballs at me. I made sure that didn't happen. Of course, there were many that tried to fight me with a bottle and thought they would win. Foolish humans. I knew I had to make them pay. Bottles? Really? That's what you have for me? Just die, you filthy human! I decided to go further after deleting them from the island, and I found some more. I had to make sure the Horde will be clean without these filthy humans around. They kept throwing that bottle at me. It bounced off me, so they got hit back. Along the strand, I found many more, and I saw another camp in the distance. I decided to vanquish them of their misery, which was about to be thrown at them, which is me. I leaped far beyond my normal capabilities and charged the human that I saw in point blank range. Then I smacked him a couple times and more, until he was beaten dead by my sword and hammer. He looked like the pile of shit that I take when I take my breakfast. But that didn't matter to me. All that mattered was they were dead. I saw a few more on the island. They had a bigger camp than before. There were far more enemies I had to delete. Swandi would be pleased by my doing. I'm certain of that. I executed every one of them, and then I saw something down in the far distance. A shipwreck debris. I didn't know how to reach it, or if I could even fish it out, but I had to try. So I sought a place where I could fish, but that was impossible. So I decided I would stand on it, in hopes that it will be enough. I fell twice down, as stupid as I am, and tried to fish it out. Can I? This is a question that I don't know, to be honest. How the... No, too high. There's no way I can fish it out from there. Why is there something that I cannot fish out? Jackasses. After finding out I cannot take what is Rightfully mine. I was disappointed and had to leave. With tears in my eyes, knowing that I left some loot behind. I picked my sword and hammer again and went after what I thought was right. I was looking for more fights, but I had to leave this island. It pissed me too much off. It didn't bring me joy whatsoever. There were more turtles and more goblins. I didn't like the goblins. The goblins were, like me, just way too small to fight. I jumped on my bike and decided to ride off up the mountains and see if there could be an interesting enemy to fight. I arrived at the Dustwallow Marsh, the place called, the last time I checked, Garrosh Hellscream dunked a mana bomb at that place. It was certainly something that I wanted to see, but I was too late for that. I noticed more items on the horizon, so I decided to fish them out. No stuff should be left behind. I threw in the fishing pole and waited patiently. After a couple of seconds, I fished out an iron-bound trunk again. So I sat down. I knew I would have a good time with this. I kept doing what I loved to do. I fished out the whole garbage tank and got all of it out. I found a boat. I would say 4 maybe. I found 2 iron-bound trucks before I equipped my sword and hammer again. It was time to go. But before that, I was curious what it would behold for me. So I opened one and found a way to get more leather. And the second one, it had a gun that I could not wield. I was unhappy. It looked so nice. It looked like I could shoot somebody in the face and it would hurt a lot. So I went. I decided that I would wait for it. Perhaps I could sell it on the auction house. Maybe it would bring me some coin. I decided to go deeper into the Dustwallow Marsh. I saw human buildings. I saw the human castle of Terramore. Well, what was left of it, of course. I looked at the map and saw there are a couple places that I should visit. The Brackenwall village and Moodsprocket. It was decided that I need to visit those places, because if I didn't, I would regret it later. My journey so began. I wandered towards the 2 places, knowing I still have a lot of time. I decided to take a swim. My body smelled like those dead human bodies. I noticed there is something into the water. Some kind of raptor, but underwater. I was terrified, so I kept my distance. And above the water, some weird shit along the coast crawled around. It looked like a spider and a crab at the same time. I decided I had to vanquish this evil from this place. It knew magic. It was curious. A living creature knowing magic would look so hideous. I had to destroy it. I had to, for the sake of Horde. For the sake of everyone. I killed them both. I was proud of myself, so I ventured upon the highest hill that I could see and decided to make a roar. But then I saw more of them and more in the water of those hideous things. So I decided I had to vanquish them more, even more of those hideous creatures. I made sure they didn't run. They had no chance against my bloody hammer and sword. All of them had to be slaughtered like pigs that were ready to be eaten. I made sure that none of them get their awful magic on me. Every one of them died. And then I saw some huge ass crab. A crab that was bigger than any I saw before. I knew that it must be the brood mother of this bunch. I had to delete it. It was not allowed to live. I had to make sure it dies with its kin. For sure, this time. I was ready to do whatever it takes. It started trying to chop me off. I kept my distance for that. I didn't want to become sushi in the first place. But then it blinded me with sand, so I executed it and killed it. I was stronger than their mother. They had to fear me now. So I decided to go for the island nearby. I had to get away from them. One of those creatures from below the water decided to attack me. I didn't have the time of day, so I slaughtered it. I slaughtered it like the giant lizard it is. I didn't know what to do with it, so I made sure it didn't survive. I took his fang. Perhaps I could make a nice necklace from it. Then I took a look at the belt. It was quite nice, but just not my style. I was wondering if I could even climb this mountain. It seemed impossible. I had to seek another way. A way around it. And up. Maybe I could leap up the hill? Perhaps. But for now, I had to wait. I had to wait for another opportunity. I decided I would try to leap. And leaped upwards and managed it. I saw a couple of soldiers. I was thinking of deleting them from this world. Then I saw one dead. So I left them alone. I decided I would take on the bike and drive further. I saw one on the streets and waited patiently. But it attacked me. Foolish humans, you do not know who I am, don't you? I am the great hero. Hero. My name literally is what I am. Ha ha ha. Know your place, trash. I saw the dead body of our comrades, the Taurens, lying on the ground. I was sure these disgusting humans killed them. I was thinking about deleting them all. I couldn't let that pass. But then I saw these odd things, blubber of living existence. I was in shock what creations Mother Nature had in stock. But then again, we were in an area where it is known for their inhabitants being goblins. So I was thinking it might be a creation of the goblin. I arrived at a place named Quagmire and Dragonmurk. Dragons were something I wanted to fist for a long while, and we know that. I thought of opportunities great for fishing. I saw quite a lot of fishing pools here. I knew if I wanted to visit this place someday, just to fish, I could use this place. I saw some hatchlings, too weak to be fought from me, unless I had no choice. Of course I had a choice. I decided to venture and seek out the village that I saw on the map. But a massive crocodile tried to avenge his fallen brethren from the past, so I had to take it down. I used my weapons to get out of it faster, because I didn't want to fight and crocodiles again with bare fist. I managed that already in the past. There was no need to show it my raw strength again. I saw the village in the distance, so right there and talked to the flight master. The flight master was a goblin. Disgusting kind. They're like the gnomes of the Alliance, just more hideous. I looked into the village, seeing how stupid it looks, and looked stupider than when I'm dancing around. So I decided to go further and get another one. The another village was just north of this one. I knew I would encounter countless enemies on my way there. Crocodiles, maybe some ogres, spiders, and hopefully some drake. If we discover a drake, I would love to punch it to death, just like the ones in Feralis. But to my surprise, there were somewhat dragons. They were not completely dragons, they were a combination of them. I had to slaughter them. A Tauren helped me with his ally. I was certain he was on a hunt for something specific. And I smelled some iron. I had to go down there and take a look for myself. And I smelled the iron from a cave. So I went into the cave and decided I would go for the iron. More or less for the mithril. I and the Tauren killed those foul wannabe dragons and took the iron for ourselves. I was specific. I took especially the mithril. The mithril ores is what I currently needed most. It might sound silly, but if I get mithril, I might get in the future some better armor. And seeing as I was still weak, I still needed some more strength. I must get stronger. I cannot let others handle my problems. After gathering those 3 knots, I ventured again on my path to the last village on this place. I was not exactly thrilled, because I knew it would be a place filled with goblins. Huh. Do you know how to get a goblin on a frying pan? You just put a gold on the frying pan, then he comes on his own. I heard they taste horribly. I never tried them, to be honest. and I had no intention to begin with that. I saw a couple more humans and a spider. I couldn't escape none of those, so I decided to fight the spider. It was more sure to not call any allies. I had to slaughter it fast before the humans discovered me. It poisoned me. I felt slow, like I couldn't really move. I had to do something. I charged the snake dragon. If this wouldn't be sufficient for my taste of killing a dragon with a fist, then what would be? What would I consider a defeated dragon by pure fist? I didn't know. I had to walk on from here on. A bike might bring too much attention. Occasionally I leaped into the distance, fully being aware there are still soldiers, just waiting for me to slaughter them. I couldn't let my goal for now go away. I saw the flags of my homeland, the Horde. I knew I was close, so I cheered for the Horde. For the Horde! I kept running. I saw many creatures that I never seen before. They were disgusting! But I kept running. I was sure, according to the map, I'm close. I had to be. I couldn't take this much longer. Traveling, it made my foot sore. I saw an agent, a traitor of our own kind, and blood elf that served the humans. I had to kill him. I couldn't let a traitor become a resource for the humans. He had to die. I took his money and kept going back to my place, in hopes that I wouldn't find any more traitors. I was disappointed. The humans were much more closer than we thought. We had to kill them all. We had to get rid of the place before the humans take over us. I always took the money. The money was useful for us all. Knowing that I could meet any humans again and again, and embrace the fact that the Horde needed a hero like me, the mighty hero of the heroes. I went over the hill and saw the village. I was glad to see allies on my side again. I talked to the flight master once again. He told me the area is dangerous, that I should be wary of who I talk to. I knew that. He didn't tell me anything new. I took a look at the wares of the local merchants. I thought I might get some new recipes from them. I was disappointed to find out there were no new recipes. Except for cooking recipes. Hell yeah! So I bought them. I bought them because I knew they might come in handy. I learned how to cook a dragon breath chili. And I learned how to cook Carician and heavy crocodile stew. I was happy to hear that there are some new recipes to be taught to me. I met a local innkeeper. I decided I would take a small rest here. Little Logok offered me a drink and some food. I thanked him and waited inside this cave for my feet to recover from this long journey. I will see ya again, Mon. Stay awesome, because that is what you truly are. I will meet ya in the next episode, man.